Aliya Boston hyped watching Caitlin Clark and Michaela Timpson go to work during Fever practice. The Indiana Fever practice gym was alive with electricity, raw energy, and the unmistakable sound of greatness in the making. With the start of the WNBA season just around the corner, the Fever squad has been grinding hard, laying the foundation for what they hope will be a groundbreaking year. But on this particular day, something different was in the air. The kind of buzz that even seasoned athletes feel in their bones. The kind that makes your teammates stop mid-rep to witness a show. And right in the middle of it all, WNBA All-Star and team leader Aliya Boston couldn't help but show her excitement watching two of the Fever's newest additions light up the court, Caitlin Clark and Michaela Timpson. Aliya Boston, who knows a thing or two about domination and intensity, was practically radiating hype as she watched the younger guns put on a clinic during practice. The Fever's social media team couldn't help but capture the moment as Boston, beaming with pride and amazement, dropped the now viral tag, #BucketGetters. And no one could deny it, Caitlin Clark and Michaela Timpson were giving everybody in the gym something to talk about. Caitlin Clark, the NCAA all-time scoring leader and the #1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, has been making headlines since the moment she announced her intention to go pro. With a flair for the dramatic, a sniper's touch from beyond the arc, and a relentless drive to elevate the game, Clark has already become one of the most anticipated rookies in league history. Her transition into the WNBA has been watched under a microscope, with fans, analysts, and fellow players eager to see if she could translate her collegiate dominance to the pros. Michaela Timpson, the Fever's second-round steal out of Florida State, may not have made the same noise as Clark leading into the draft, but those who followed her college career knew the Fever got a gem. Timpson, a high-energy forward with incredible rebounding instincts and a soft shooting touch, has flown under the radar compared to some of the other big names. But during this practice, she wasn't just keeping up, she was thriving. Boston's enthusiastic reaction wasn't just about watching talent shine, it was about witnessing the chemistry building between this new trio. She saw something special brewing, something that could redefine how the Indiana Fever approach their season. As Clark dropped step-back threes with icy precision and Timpson punished defenders in the paint, the Fever veterans stood by with growing admiration, recognizing that these rookies weren't waiting to be shown the ropes, they were ready to make their mark immediately. Caitlin Clark's performance was, in a word, mesmerizing. With every possession, she seemed to test a different element of her arsenal, whether it was a lightning-quick crossover that left defenders stumbling or a no-look pass threading through tight traffic to hit a cutting teammate perfectly in stride. There was a sense of control to her chaos, a creative spontaneity that had defenders guessing and spectators clapping before the shot even dropped. And every time Clark swished a three-pointer or executed a slick pick-and-roll, Aliya Boston was there clapping, cheering, pointing, calling out "that's a bucket." But what really captured Boston's attention was the fearlessness. Caitlin Clark, despite being just days into her pro career, wasn't backing down from anyone. She attacked matchups with WNBA veterans with the same confidence she carried during her collegiate battles. This wasn't a rookie testing the waters. This was a future superstar making it clear she belonged. Michaela Timpson, meanwhile, played with a quiet fire that complemented Clark's overt brilliance perfectly. While Clark lit up the perimeter, Timpson brought the heat in the trenches. She banged on the boards, boxed out with purpose, and ran the floor like a guard. Her soft hands and quick footwork allowed her to finish through contact with ease, and her mid-range jumper was smooth as silk. She moved with poise and confidence, never trying to do too much, but always doing enough to make her presence known. At one point, Timpson snagged a defensive rebound, pushed the ball up herself, and dished a crisp pass to a cutting Clark for an easy layup, a sequence that had the whole gym erupting, including Aliya Boston, who shouted, "That's what I'm talking about. Let's go." The synergy between Clark and Timpson was immediate and electric. What impressed Boston the most, however, wasn't just the buckets, it was the attitude. Both young players showed up to practice with the same hunger and hustle that defined Boston's own rise to stardom. They were coachable, vocal, and engaged. They didn't sulk after missed shots or bad defensive possessions. Instead, they rallied, regrouped, and came back even stronger. For a team like the Fever, which has been rebuilding and fighting to establish a new identity, that kind of energy is priceless. Off the court, Aliya Boston has taken a mentor role seriously.